Hey everyone, happy Earth Day. This is Annette Dion. I am a psychic and spiritual counselor, and I'm reading tarot cards that will have to do with the next 24 hours. And there's a lot of mixed up energy in the air today, and there's a lot of high energy in the air today. That's due to that we have a new moon in the sign of Taurus, which is the sun sign that we're in right now. And it really has to do with taking care of the earth, and this is the 50th year anniversary of the original Earth Day in 1970, so it's a big deal. And I also think it's really striking that it's happening on the new moon, because new moons are new beginnings, and this is very significant because we're at a very pivotal point. And I just want to express to everyone something that maybe is taking a little bit of time to sink in, and that is that we're not going back to normal. I feel like I have to keep saying that, but we're not going back to the way that the world was. This is definitely a wake-up call. I'm sure that you've heard that before. As a human species, we were headed for extinction, and we're getting a second chance. That's part of what's going on. Of course, that's not all that's going on, but it's pretty major. Collectively, society has not caught on to the fact that we are destroying the planet, and now we've been stopped. So give to your most, your favorite environmental organization. If it's a tree planting organization, if it's Greenpeace, if it's Save the Ocean, Save the Whales, you know, whatever you feel moved to contribute to. If everybody in the world gave $1, everyone that could, that would be a significant, substantial boost for the environmental movement, which doesn't get enough credit. And it's unfortunate that the tree hugger is a way to mock somebody in our society. It just goes to show you, not everyone mocks tree huggers, but try hugging a tree and not feeling stupid. But you know what? Tree hugging is an amazing way to get a big burst of healing energy. So trees have intelligence, as does nature. And this pandemic that we're experiencing is nature. I know people are saying that it was created in a lab, and beware of conspiracy theories. And this is where intuition comes in handy, because it was a naturally produced situation. So anyway, if anybody would like a reading, I am doing readings remotely, and just send me an email at AnnetteDion7@gmail.com, and I'll get right back to you. Also, I want to offer a tarot reading class. I want to do that through Zoom, depending on the interest level. So you can shoot me an email about that too if you're interested in signing up. It won't be very expensive. I think there are a lot of people out there that want to know more about reading the cards, and I'd love to offer that. Okay, so the first angel card I'm going to pull has to do with how we can be guided to behave or think in the next 24 hours. So let's see what we get. New love. We've gotten this one before. So this is really a heart-opening time. You might not see that so much when you check the news, but if you look for it, you'll find it. There is a higher frequency vibration coming in from the angelic realm, and they're asking us to think about loving in a new way. So, one of the things that I have done is gotten myself kind of quiet and centered, and spoken to the side of me that maybe has judgment or criticism against other people. I think that we all have that to some degree, and working on, kind of quieting that down and thinking of things in a more loving way. So I think that this is pointing to that we are finding out that love is the answer, and love is the most powerful force in the whole entire universe. You know what it is. Everyone's got their own kind of interpretation, but love is love, and it is the answer. So there you go. And now I'll pick 3 cards about what to expect, especially politically, today and tomorrow. Those of you who are subscribers might, for some reason my video took forever to load yesterday. YouTube is funny like that, so I apologize. It probably didn't go up to like 10 p.m., but thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Please tell your friends. Okay, so the next 24 hours. All right, so the stimulus package is in flux right now. I do think it's going to get passed. I do think the Democrats are going to have to kind of, I was saying the Republicans before, but it's kind of going back and forth. The Democrats are going to have to kind of like just succumb to something they don't want to. So there's a lot of back and forth I'm picking up on. But I do feel like we'll see something tangible in the next 24 hours, and small businesses will be looking at their checks coming in. So, like I've been telling people, to don't spend it all at once. If you have a small business, when you get the money, just hold on to it. Pay what you absolutely need to, but hold on to it, because we are in this for the long run. I see us pretty much shut down in one degree or another through this entire year. So we have to find new ways to make money, and if it's affected us to that level, and new approaches to how we operate. For example, setting up a barter system in your community would be extremely helpful. And I have a sense that people are going to be amazed at how much they can get through bartering. How many people have things lying around that they never use that somebody else would, what's that saying? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So we're going to see that happening. I highly recommend that people find alternatives to money and use different symbols of exchange, like a service or goods and services being exchanged instead of actual dollars. And I just want to mention too that a couple of years ago I started telling people just over and over and over again, we're moving from a physical existence into more of an energy existence. And I've heard some spiritual teachers say just recently that they actually feel like this pandemic is an energetic thing. This virus is an energetic virus. So, which is kind of a unique way to look at it. The way that we are within ourselves literally does affect people around us, and that's how the virus is working too. So it's an interesting parallel. All right, wow. Well, I'm gonna have to pick a clarifier because these cards, they look a little scary. Okay, the Ten of Swords. This is, I think I mentioned, yesterday, the duct tape vision that I got about he who shall not be named is holding together with, like, energetically with duct tape. So, when you hold something together with duct tape, because, like, I've actually seen cars that people, I guess they don't have a lot of money, have, like, put their bumper on with duct tape. So the indication there is, like, it being hard to keep it together. And duct tape is, humorously looked at as like a last resort kind of thing. So this is the Ten of Swords. Is today it's pointing to him, and things are getting very, very bad, and I see a spiraling downward as, oh my gosh, I feel that blackness in the dark is like a blackout, in the sense that I feel like he's going to lose his stage. Like the channels will not be airing the briefings anymore. I feel something coming up around that. So that's not about us as much as it is about him today. All right, and then I see the Five of Cups. This is loss. This is deaths and loss. And a while back, maybe a week or so ago, I kept on seeing the number 1 million. I actually believe that that's the number of cases we're going to be seeing before very long. Hopefully it's not the number of deaths, but we will see the number 1 million relative to this situation. And like I said, hopefully it's not deaths, but I definitely saw a million. So this is the sadness around that, and I feel there's a feeling of over the next couple of days we're gonna feel like we're in a deadlock in a sense, so to speak, like we cannot see a way to move forward. So there's that. Gosh, I hope there's a happier card coming up. This is an intense time, very intense time. And the card that always comes up is the Four of Swords. This is a time of us reassessing. This is a time that Americans especially are reassessing. They're being quiet and they're looking. And a lot of people are afraid right now. Don't be afraid. Be strong. You know, courage is, I changed my sign, but the one that was up there said the courage is mastery of fear, not absence of fear. So don't fret. I know it's easier said than done. Find supportive people, Zoom them, FaceTime them, do what you can. And also, there's a concert tonight, a fundraiser, I believe it is, with Bruce Springsteen, and I think Bon Jovi is airing from New Jersey. So look at the positives that are happening. But I just want everyone to know and remember, we're not going back to normal because there's no more normal. All right? So, change is a good thing. The Lover card. So I picked this fourth card as a clarifier, and this means, gosh, so that's two cards that are pointing to love today. So the beautiful thing is, along with the sad looking cards and the negative looking cards, the painful looking cards, we have the Lovers and we have love. So this feels very much like the spirit guides and those who have passed, very prominent figures in the world who have passed, not necessarily from the virus, but Elijah Cummings comes to mind, John McCain comes to mind. They're helping us, and even like our founding fathers, they are helping us. We have to just, it's good that we're being still and we're being quiet because we have to tune in. You know, I just want to go back to that card. This is good to be still and quiet because they get to connect with us when we do that. So, and that goes for everybody. That goes for like personal and collective. All right, so there's that. Please be in touch. I will check in with you again tomorrow. It's AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. Namaste. Save the earth. I love you all. Bye.